greetings have heard somewhere that empaths use are used to not listen to their bodies, which is true to some extent, because it is also the case of the gifted adults, and might also be the case of the highly sensitive individuals. But the last one is an hypothesis only for now. Back to the fact that empaths are used to not listen to their bodies. Like I said, it is true, but we have to not only include the other people I spoke about, but also we also need to consider that some of the empaths had one or two narcissistic parents. And if that is the case, for the empath to also add one or two narcissistic parents, then the situation is different, because the empaths are also being completely denied when they are children and try to listen to their bodies. They are denied by their narcissistic parent. Not only denied, but also, so to say that, again, I refer to the previous video that I've made. The title of it is, if I can, okay, let me go back. I want, because it's not published yet, I am actually saving it. They are pointing the fingers to empaths, and they tell them they should thank the narcissist to top it off. It says that, I don't want to repeat what I said in this video, but I want to say that the empaths are over-responsibilized in the society, even by therapists. So, to say that empaths used to not listen to their bodies, we need to not point always the empaths for this and that, you know. But it is partially true, and also, like I was starting to talk about, is that they are not only denied by one when they had a narcissistic parent, or two, they were not only denied when they were talking about what was happening to their bodies when they were children, when they were attempting to listen to their bodies, but also they are not only denied, but also they are being not only discarded, but also being told by the narcissistic parent that it is between their ears. The problem is between their ears. And this is also recurrent with when the person is going in therapy. It's not rare, or going to see a doctor. It's not rare that they are told that it is between their two ears. So they are being made disabled to listen to their bodies, either by their narcissistic parent, or by the society, or by the therapist, or by the doctor. So just make the blanket statement that empaths used to not listen to their bodies is not good enough. It is partially true. It is just too general. It is too generalized. But worse of that is that they are being told it's between their two ears. And if they had a narcissistic parent or two, it's even worse. Because the narcissistic parent is trying their best to destroy their child, and part of it is to do their best to disable them, to make them disabled. To destroy them. And a good way to do that is to tell them that it's all between their ears, that they are imagining things. So be careful to not over-responsibilize the empath, but also not considering the whole picture. Truth is simple, but it's not necessarily easy to find. So if you just say the empath used to not listen to their bodies, it's just a blanket statement. And it's not really helping. Somewhat it is helping, but not really helping. Stop making blanket statements. And start validating the person. Start validating the empath. Stop over responsibilizing the empath. Empath, especially those who had one narcissistic parent, are facing way too much injustice already. So don't make it worse by simply running your mouth and telling half-truths. Or because especially you're supposed, as an educated individual, you should know better that truth is multifaceted, not simple. You are oversimplifying. And I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting oversimplification, overgeneralization, blanket statements such as this one. I think it is, I will stop here for now. Thank you for listening. The fact that empaths are used to not listen to their bodies. Like I said, it is true, but true to some extent, because it is also the case of the gifted adults, and might also greetings have heard somewhere that empaths are used to not listen to their bodies, which is to be the case of the highly sensitive individuals. But the last one is an hypothesis only for now. Back to we have to not only include the other people I spoke about, but also we also need to consider that some of the empaths